After you've sewn your basting stitch down both sides of the top front piece, sewing it to the inside front piece, we are going to be making the casing. So I'm going to take my top front piece and I'm going to flip it upside down. Okay. Now, I'm going to be measuring from the top down 1 inch, and I'm going to be making a mark. So I'm going to put my seam gauge or my hem gauge up to the top of my bag, and I'm going to take a marking pencil or a piece of chalk, and I'm going to make a line right at 1 inch. I'm going to make 3 of these across the top. So I'm going to go to the middle, I'm going to make another line at 1, and I'll go over to the other side, line it up at the top, and make another mark right at 1. Okay, now I'm going to connect those lines together. So I know I'm going to have a straight line all the way across the top of my bag. It's going to be 1 inch from the top. Okay, so I have a line like that at 1 inch. Then I'm going to be making a mark 3 inches from the top. So I'm going to still line up the ruler at the top of my bag. I'm going to measure down to 3 inches, and I'm going to make a line here. Now when you make your 3-inch line, it should be on top of your inside front piece, not on the piece from underneath. If it's not on top of this piece, something's wrong. We need to make sure that it's going to be on this piece. Okay, so now I'll go back to the middle again. I'll do the same things. From the top, I'll measure down 3 inches. And then I'll move to the other side, 3 inches. And then I'm going to connect those lines with my yardstick all the way across. So I'll have a line that's 3 inches from the top here. Okay. Now I'm going to do the exact same steps to my back piece. So I'm going to flip it so it's going to be upside down. So I'm going to be marking on the wrong side. And I'll know it's the wrong side because this is where the fabric is folded in and sewn to the back. And I'm going to do the same steps. So I'm going to start measuring from the top. I'm going to make a mark at 1 inch and at 3 inches. Okay, I'll do the same thing in the middle, 1 at 1 inch and 1 at 3 inches, and then all the way to the other side, 1 inch and 3 inches. And then I'm going to connect these lines. So I'll go line up my yardstick all the way across the top and draw a line. And then I'll go to the 3-inch lines and do the same thing. Line them up. And I'll have a line that goes all the way across 1 inch and 3 inches. Same on the other one, 1 inch and 3 inches.